reservoir and clutch master, and I replaced everything and it still didn't work. I adjusted the clutch all the way up and nothing happened. Nothing. It wouldn't go into gear. So that's why I looked for a clutch. I was already thinking to myself, this is gonna be a clutch, you know, this is gonna be a clutch. So I found a guy. He was fairly cheap. I still ended up paying like $1,300 for everything, for a new flywheel and clutch and all that, throw out bearing and all that stuff. So he fixed it, and when he went to go try to get the truck into gear, he couldn't get it into gear. And I had already read a couple blogs about 4runners having 4runners and pickups having bad pedal clutch brackets, which is something I have back there. I don't know if you see it, but I pulled one out of a 1990 pickup, and that is going to be my next project. But first I wanted to button all this up, get all this back together. I wanted a new bushing in here, so that's why I did this video. But it goes to show, sometimes, you know, you can't trust mechanics, you can't trust what they say, and sometimes the issue is something else. You know, I went from a shifter to a master cylinder, a clutch master cylinder, to a slave cylinder. I purged the whole line, nothing happened. So I thought the worst, went to a clutch right away, paid $1,300 for everything with parts, and it turns out to be a freaking pedal bracket. A pedal bracket that just cost me 40 bucks at Pick and Pull. I went and pulled it myself. It was 50 bucks, I think. So yeah, I mean, he went from something as simple as a bracket to me paying over $1,400 along with the fluid and everything for the master cylinder and slave cylinder. So it's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm just happy I kind of found the problem, and hopefully this truck lasts me a long time, because it's my camping truck. And I hate leaving projects behind like this. I got a couple projects already that I want to work on. I have a I have my 2003 Impala that I need to do a steering pump. I need to change the steering pump. And I have a 2001 Impala. I don't know, I just like Impalas. I fell in love with them. But I'm gonna do the head cover gaskets, the oil, the head cover gaskets, I think they're called. So I'm gonna do probably a video on that, because that's really extensive. You have to take off like the intake manifold and everything from the top just to get to it. Probably all the fuel lines, you know, and all that stuff. So that would be a pretty good video to make too. Well, I got that all tight, it's ready to go. I'm just gonna put it back and try to put a little bit of grease on my cup right here, so you can feel better. Well, hopefully this helps. But yeah, next project will be the bracket. Where is, that's more. This is my storage car. Yeah, so basically this is one of my project cars. I replaced the engine already. It's a 2003. And that is my 2001, which is another project. That's a whole different thing. But I got some grease, put it together. Let's see what happens. I definitely feel the shifter way better, but little grease is not gonna hurt. Stick some in there too. You know what? No, put it on the ball. Duh. I don't want to put too much on the bottom because I don't want her to like just drip in. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on the other side of the cup. That should be okay. All right. Now I'm not too worried about getting all this dirty because it's my, like I said, it's my camping truck, and you know, I have my dogs and it's causing a mess sometimes. There he goes. Yeah, so at first what I noticed from this is that I couldn't get it down. I couldn't put enough pressure down to lock it, and I was getting thrown out because I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't go in. And that's why I had to shut off my video there for a minute. But what I noticed is that there's this little jump that you have to go through, kind of wiggle it around, and then it'll kind of set in there. Once it sets in there, it'll let you go in enough with that spring to where you can turn it and lock it in. But yeah, there it goes. All right, so there goes that. Then put the boot back. It looks like, yeah, these guys that did my job, seriously, no good. Well, sorry guys for the light. If anything, you know, I know you probably can't see much, but that's what happens when you try to do things in the dark. There goes that. Pull your flanges. There it is. Okay, now this one, I think the small side goes up, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because I think I've tried it before with the small side going down, and it's not the same. There it is. The screws, which now they only gave me 2. Haha. Not funny. So I'll just cross them for right now. I have to get some more screws. Oh, you can see that flange got messed up. So let me see if they have them here. Yeah. dicks are you? Should be ashamed. Ugh. Did they leave fucking McDonald's? Fucking shit. Okay. Well, oh, there's one. Here's another one. One didn't really grab on, so we just used the other one. And it didn't grab on either, huh? Okay. Alright, so I guess now we'll just have to grab the cover. Alright. And this is simple, it's just 4 screws. I don't know if you can see it, 4 screws. And then you just have to lift up this this center console here a little bit to try to fit everything in. Go forward, pull this back up and over, and there it goes. Now just go ahead, you can put this back. Yeah, so these are supposed to interlock. You just have to lift this one up while this one goes down, and then put them together, and then just set them to where the spots are. Put your knobs back on.